Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for December 29th. We're currently looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This pair closed above previous resistance. We definitely could see this pair moving to the upside over this next session. Look for it to potentially move as high as 92.55, possibly as low as 90.95. Look for some resistance around 92.00 and look for some support around 91.10. Now, switching over to the Euro USD pair, this particular pair closed down today. It is moving sideways overall with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially move as high as 145.25, possibly as low as 142.63. Look for some resistance around 144.58 and look for some support around 143.18. Now, switching over to the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair closed lower. It did close below previous support. We are looking for it to continue moving to the downside. If we do get a pullback, look for it to potentially move as high as 161.54, possibly as low as 157.70. Look for some resistance around 160.67 and look for some support around 158.62. Now, switching over to the U.S. Swiss, this particular pair closed up today. It is moving sideways overall with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially move as high as 1.0436, possibly as low as 1.0226. Look for some resistance around 1.0400 and look for some support around 1.0277. Now, we really don't have any news announcements for tomorrow. The market's pretty thin right now. It's going to be thin tomorrow, closing early. So definitely take what I'm about to show you with a grain of salt as far as movement goes. You definitely need to keep an eye on the markets overall and judge whether it's going to have enough momentum to move through this. So definitely take this with a grain of salt as far as the movement of the market goes. Definitely keep that in mind. Maybe not with a grain of salt, but definitely keep it in mind. We are on the Euro USD on the 4-hour time frame. These are short-term patterns. Wanted to show you we have a swing trade set up. We have a higher high than the bar before it and after it. We have a higher low than the bar before and after it. You draw your trend line. You see it's pretty steep, comes down. We also have an inside bar here that was created over the last 4 hours. Inside bar. So we're looking for a breakout of that inside bar. We get a breakout to the downside at 1.4331. Look for a short to go short. Look to pick it back up around where it's going to meet the trend line of the swing trade here. Let's see if we can pinpoint it. That's pretty close. If you notice over here, also we're hitting some areas of resistance that we've had previously. Some of these are support, but basically hitting a zone there as well as here. So you can look for it basically to run between those two. I believe fairly quickly. Should be a quick trade. I'd use a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Let's see about what that's going to produce. Looks like about 18 pips. Not a whole lot, but just a quick little trade. The market should go through that area just over the next couple of hours, especially if we get this downward movement to continue. All right, well, that pretty much does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.